Hey, it's Jason with AIReviewers.com, and today we're going to be doing another test of content at scale. Now, this is a newly launched AI text generation platform billed as the Rolls-Royce of long-form content creation tools. And in our initial tests, we can say that this tool lives up to the hype. If you go back and check out our first video, we tested the capabilities of this platform for the gardening content niche. And in this video, we'll take a look at the type of content it's capable of producing for the real estate niche. Now, this tool basically allows you to enter in a few quick details, click a button, and within a couple minutes, this tool will spit out a 2,000 to 3,000 word article that in our testing thus far is extremely high quality, indistinguishable from content written by a human, and capable of passing even the most stringent of AI content detection and plagiarism testing. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the article that we just had created. But before we do so, remember to watch all the way until the end, because at the end of the video, we will be running the content through a brand new AI content detection and plagiarism scanner to see if this content lives up to the hype. So without further ado, let's hop on over to Content at Scale's backend. And you see we created another new project here. This is the real estate project. And our article is here showing up with a status of pending optimization. That simply means that the article is done, but it's awaiting manual optimization. You can see when we view the article, there is an optimization panel to the right-hand side that allows you to go in and make further optimizations to improve the score of this. We're going to leave that alone for this test. We're just going to be testing the content that comes directly out of the AI. As you can see, this article comes in at just over 2,600 words in length, 2,639 words. There are 15 headings and 29 total paragraphs. So this is a lengthy piece of long form content. We'll see how the quality holds up. We're going to read through this article now, and I'm going to give you some of my thoughts as we go through it. At the top here, you see the title of the article, Are You Ready to Become a Real Estate Investor? The platform also includes a URL slug, which is based off of your targeted keyword. It also gives you an automatic meta description, which is pretty handy. Ready to become a real estate investor? Learn the basics of investing in property, assessing your financial situation, due diligence, returns, and more. So that's a cool feature of this platform that you don't normally see with these tools. We're going to go ahead and jump right into the article. The introduction begins with real estate investing can be a lucrative venture for those with the right skills and knowledge. If you are considering taking on this endeavor, it is important to ask yourself, do I have what it takes to be a real estate investor? This article will explore all aspects of becoming an investor in property, from assessing your financial situation to managing properties for maximum returns. We'll discuss the risks and rewards that come with purchasing, selling, or renting out investment properties, as well as how best to take advantage of tax-deferred opportunities over the long term. Read on if you want insight into whether being a real estate investor is right for you. And as you can see, Content at Scale includes a table of contents at the beginning of each article, which is really a nice touch. The next section begins with an H2. What is real estate investing? Real estate investing is the purchase, ownership, management, and sale of real property for profit. It can be done through a variety of methods, such as buying rental properties or flipping houses. Real estate investments can generate income in the form of rent payments or capital gains from appreciation in value over time. Definition of real estate investing. This is an H3. Real estate investing involves purchasing an asset with the intent to generate income or increase its value over time. This could include residential homes, commercial buildings, land parcels, and other types of real property that are held for investment purposes rather than used as primary residences. The goal is to create positive cash flow from rents collected on rental properties or capital gains from selling them at a higher price than what was initially paid for them. Types of real estate investments. We have another H3 here. There are several different types of real estate investments available depending on one's goals and risk tolerance level. These include single-family homes, multifamily dwellings, such as duplexes and apartment complexes, vacation rentals, commercial properties like office buildings and retail stores, industrial warehouses, raw land parcels suitable for development projects, REITs, real estate investment trusts, crowdfunding platforms that allow investors to pull their money together into larger deals, and tax lien certificates, which give investors access to delinquent taxes owed by homeowners in exchange for interest payments when they are eventually paid off by the homeowners. Each type has its own set of advantages and disadvantages, so it is important to do research before deciding which option is best suited for you. Awesome section of content there. Nice coverage on the different types of real estate investments. Definitely very high quality so far. Here we have another H3, benefits of investing in real estate. The potential benefits associated with investing in real estate are numerous, but some key ones include creating passive income streams through rental payments received from tenants living on your property or properties, leveraging debt financing options such as mortgages to buy more expensive assets without having all the upfront costs out of pocket, taking advantage of tax deductions related to owning an investment property, for example, depreciation expenses, building equity over time if prices appreciate. It should be due to market conditions or location factors, etc. Diversifying one's portfolio away from stocks, bonds, cash holdings, potentially achieving long-term wealth creation opportunities via appreciation and compounding returns, and so forth. Real estate investing can be a great way to generate wealth, but it's important to understand the risks and benefits associated with it. To ensure success, you should assess your financial situation before diving into real estate investments. And as we saw in our first test, Content at Scale gives you these really cool key takeaway sections, nice highlighted summary of what you just went through, kind of giving the reader an easy to digest overview of what they just learned. This reads, key takeaway, real estate investing can be a great way to create passive income, leverage debt financing, take advantage of tax deductions, build equity over time, diversify one's portfolio, and potentially achieve long-term wealth creation. Key elements include creating passive income streams, leveraging debt financing options, taking advantage of tax deductions, building equity over time, diversifying one's portfolio away from stocks, bonds, cash holdings. So that needs to be split up. But overall, very, very good beginning of the article. The next section begins with an H2, assessing your financial situation for real estate investing. When it comes to real estate investing, assessing your financial situation is an important first step. Calculating your investment capacity will help you determine how much money you can realistically invest in a property or portfolio of properties. To do this, consider the amount of liquid capital available to you and any other sources of income that could be used for investments such as savings accounts, stocks, bonds, etc. You should also factor in any existing debt obligations and liabilities that may impact your ability to make additional investments. Determining your risk tolerance level is another key component when assessing your financial situation for real estate investing. Consider what type of return on investment or ROI you are comfortable with and what kind of risks are acceptable given the potential rewards associated with each option. For example, if you're looking for more aggressive returns, then flipping houses or investing in high-end rental properties might be more suitable than buying lower-priced homes or apartments, which typically have smaller ROIs but less risk involved. Finally, understanding the tax implications associated with real estate investing is essential when evaluating whether or not it makes sense financially for you to pursue this venture. Depending on where you live, there may be different rules regarding taxes related to rental income and capital gains from selling a property, so research these thoroughly before making any decisions about purchasing an investment property or properties. Additionally, taking advantage of tax-deferred exchanges can help maximize profits when exiting a particular property or portfolio of properties down the line. Thus, keep this in mind as well during the assessment process. Assessing your financial situation is the first step in real estate investing, and it's important to understand the risks and rewards of this type of investment. Now that you have a better understanding of your own finances, let's move on to researching potential properties and markets. Here we have another highlighted key takeaway section. Real estate investing is a great way to make money, but it's important to consider your financial situation before jumping in. Assess your investment capacity by looking at liquid capital and other sources of income. Determine what level of risk you're comfortable with and understand the tax implications associated with real estate investments. Key takeaways: calculate investment capacity, determine risk tolerance, understand tax implications. The next section reads doing due diligence on potential properties and markets. This is another H2 heading. Doing due diligence on potential properties and markets is an essential part of the real estate investing process. It involves researching local market conditions and trends, analyzing property values and rental rates in the area, and examining property condition and maintenance costs. Researching local market conditions and trends. This could be an H3. Before making any investment decisions, it's important to research local market conditions to gain a better understanding of the current state of the real estate industry in that particular area. This includes looking at factors such as population growth or decline, job opportunities, average home prices, median household income levels, crime rate statistics, school ratings, etc., which can all affect how attractive an area is for potential buyers or renters. Well, really good content here, very high quality. Once you have a good idea about what kind of market you are dealing with, it's time to start looking into specific properties within that area. Researching comparable sales data will help you determine if there are any discrepancies between asking price and actual value for similar properties nearby, so that you can make sure your offer is fair, but also competitive enough to win out over other offers from investors who may be interested in purchasing the same property. Additionally, this step should include calculating estimated rental rates based on current market demand so that you know what kind of return on investment or ROI you could expect after buying a particular property. The last step before deciding whether or not to move forward with a purchase should involve closely inspecting both interior and exterior aspects of each potential investment property, including structural integrity, safety issues, as well as necessary repairs, upgrades needed before renting out or reselling said properties. Knowing exactly how much money needs to be invested up front into these improvements, along with ongoing maintenance costs associated with owning an investment property, will allow investors to accurately calculate their expected return on investment prior to making any financial decisions regarding their investments. By doing thorough due diligence on potential properties and markets, investors can ensure that they are making a wise investment decision and can confidently move forward with their real estate investments. Next, we'll discuss the steps for purchasing and managing properties for maximum returns. Again, awesome content here, very, very high quality. As we mentioned in the last video, really love the transitions here between the different sections. It really does a nice job of tying everything together. The readability of this content is outstanding. And as we saw with our first article example out of this tool, this content is, in my opinion, indistinguishable from content that was written by a human. So here's another key takeaway section. Real estate investors should do due diligence when researching potential properties and markets, which includes researching local market conditions and trends, analyzing property values and rental rates in the area, calculating estimated rental rates based on current market demand, closely inspecting interior and exterior aspects of each potential investment property for structural integrity, safety issues, as well as necessary repairs. There should be repairs and upgrades needed before renting out or reselling said properties, and estimating maintenance costs associated with owning an investment property. The next section begins purchasing and managing properties for maximum returns. Purchasing and managing properties for maximum returns is an important part of real estate investing. Securing financing for your investment property purchase is the first step in this process. Depending on the type of loan you're looking to secure, there may be a variety of lenders available to work with. It's important to shop around and compare rates and terms before committing to any particular lender or loan product. Developing an effective management strategy for your property or properties is key when it comes to maximizing returns from your investments. This includes selecting tenants, setting rental rates, collecting rent payments, handling maintenance issues, dealing with tenant disputes, etc. Having a well thought out plan in place will help ensure that all aspects of managing your property are handled efficiently and effectively. Maximizing profits through rent increases, cost savings, etc. can also help increase returns from real estate investments over time. Keeping up with market trends in the area where you own property can give you insight into what kind of rents other landlords are charging so that you can adjust yours accordingly if needed. Additionally, reducing operating costs by shopping around for better deals on insurance policies or maintenance services can have a positive impact on overall profitability as well. Once you have a plan for purchasing and managing your investment property, it is important to consider the best way to exit or sell the property in order to maximize returns. In the next section, we will discuss how to decide when to sell or exit your investment properties and how best to take advantage of tax deferred exchanges. Here you have a little click to tweet section, which is a cool feature of this tool. Real estate investing isn't just about buying and selling, it's also about finding the right financing, developing a smart management strategy, and maximizing profits. Hashtag investor life. So, really cool that this tool inserts that automatically into the content, gives your readers a way to engage with the content and share it. And that's something unique that we haven't seen with other AI writing tools. The next section begins selling or exiting your investment properties. Selling or exiting an investment property can be a daunting task, but with the right knowledge and preparation, it can be done successfully. Deciding when to sell or exit your investment property or properties so this can be an H3. Before deciding when to sell your investment property, you should consider factors such as market conditions, current rental rates, and potential capital gains taxes. It is important to weigh these factors against your goals for the sale of the property in order to make an informed decision about when is best for you. Additionally, if you are considering a tax-deferred exchange, see below. There may be certain deadlines that must be met in order for this option to remain available. Once you have decided on a timeline for selling or exiting your investment property or properties, it is time to start preparing. This includes gathering all necessary documents related to the sale of the property, such as title paperwork and any applicable permits, making repairs and or improvements that will increase its value, hiring a real estate agent who specializes in selling properties like yours, setting up marketing materials such as brochures and flyers, pricing competitively based on local market conditions, etc. All of these steps should help ensure that your sale goes smoothly and quickly so that you can move on to other investments without delay. A tax-deferred exchange allows investors who own real estate assets held for business purposes such as rental properties to defer paying capital gains taxes on those assets by exchanging them for similar types of investments within 180 days after they are sold or exchanged. This type of transaction requires careful planning ahead of time, since there are specific rules governing how long one has before they must complete their exchange into another asset class in order to receive this benefit from the government. Another highlighted key takeaway section: selling or exiting an investment property requires careful planning and preparation. This includes gathering documents, making repairs, improvements, hiring a real estate agent, setting up marketing materials, pricing competitively based on local market conditions, etc. Additionally, investors may be able to defer paying capital gains taxes by exchanging the asset for another within 180 days through a tax-deferred exchange. Next, we have an FAQ section. FAQs in relation to real estate investors. So it should be to the real estate investor. How do you become an investor in real estate? To become an investor in real estate, you must first understand the basics of the industry, research different types of investments and their associated risks, consider your financial goals and resources when deciding which type of investment is right for you, then create a plan to acquire properties that fit within your budget and strategy. You may need to obtain financing or partner with other investors if necessary. Finally, stay up to date on market trends and regulations so that you can make informed decisions about buying, selling, leasing, or managing rental properties. With dedication and knowledge, anyone can become a successful real estate investor. How much does a real estate investor make? Okay, so that should be make, not makes. The amount of money a real estate investor makes depends on many factors, such as the type of investment, location, and market conditions. Generally speaking, investors can make anywhere from 5 to 10% return on their investments annually. However, this rate can vary greatly depending on the specific property or portfolio of properties and investors purchased. Additionally, successful real estate investing requires knowledge and experience to identify profitable opportunities in the marketplace. With careful research and strategic decision-making, investors have potential to generate significant returns over time. Do real estate investors get rich? Yes, real estate investors can get rich. Real estate investing is a long-term strategy that involves leveraging the power of leverage to increase returns on investments. It requires research and knowledge of the market, but when done correctly, it can generate substantial profits over time. Additionally, there are many tax benefits associated with real estate investing, which further increases potential returns for investors. How does real estate investor work? That should be investing. Real estate investing involves the purchase, ownership, management, and sale of real estate for profit. It can be done through various methods such as buying rental properties, flipping houses, wholesaling, or even developing new construction projects. Investors typically look for properties that are undervalued in order to maximize their return on investment. They must also consider factors such as market trends, location, and potential appreciation when selecting a property to invest in. Real estate investors must also have an understanding of financing options available to them, including mortgages and other loan products, in order to fund their investments. And finally, the conclusion: as with any investment, proper due diligence and financial planning are essential for success. With the right approach to researching potential properties and markets, purchasing property that fits your long-term goals, managing those investments for maximum returns, and selling or exiting them when the time is right, you can become a successful real estate investor. Investing in real estate is an excellent way to build wealth and financial security. With the right strategies, you can increase your return on investment while reducing risk. Let us help you make smart decisions about investing in real estate so that you can reap the rewards of a sound long-term strategy. Our team has years of experience helping investors like yourself navigate complex markets and maximize returns. Contact us today to get started. So, man, this is such high quality content. Definitely the best long form content on real estate that we've seen out of any of the tools that we've tested to date. So that's consistent with the first test that we did, which was for the gardening niche. Now let's copy this article and hop on over to Originality AI, which is a brand new AI detection tool that we just started testing out. It's currently in beta, but you can test it out by clicking the link in the description below. It's a 2-in-1 scanner that checks not only for AI content detection, but also for plagiarism. And in our test, the tool has been able to detect AI content with an extremely high degree of accuracy. It's been much better in terms of performance than some of the free tools that you see online for scanning AI content. And I'm sure it's only going to get better with time. So it takes just a few seconds for the platform to scan a new article, and the tool has just finished scanning the content. And this score is even better than our first test. This AI detection score is the best that we've had to date on any piece of content from any tool. 94% original, only 6% AI. So in the eyes of this tool, this content was written by a human. Very, very high quality. Plagiarism came out at only 3%. And you can see in the lower part of the screen here, there are 4 links listed. These 4 links are sources for potential hits for plagiarism. You can edit those out of the article. Simply click on the view button for each of these sources, and it'll highlight the section of content where it picked up possible plagiarism, so you can go back to the original article and edit it. Once you're done making all the edits, of course, then you can come back in, rescan the content, and confirm that the plagiarism score is 0. So overall, just blown away by the content coming out of this tool. It's absolutely the best long-form content generator that we've tested to date. As I mentioned, the pricing is much higher than other AI content generation tools, but the output doesn't require nearly the amount of editing that the other articles coming out of other tools requires. And even though the tool is more expensive than other long-form AI text generators, it's still much, much cheaper and far faster than using freelance writers. Also, we were able to get a better deal for you guys. If you click the link below, the founder of Content at Scale agreed to give you guys a 20% bonus in content credits. So that definitely helps to bring the cost down some. So that's it for this test of the Content at Scale platform. I hope you enjoyed the video. If it was helpful for you, please give it a like by clicking the thumbs up button below. Also, if you have an interest in AI writing tools or AI powered content creation in general, definitely want to subscribe and stay tuned for what we have coming. If you have any questions at all about Originality AI or Content at Scale, just post them in the comments area below. We'll do our best to get all of your questions answered. And if you have any feedback on the video, I'd love to hear that as well. If you have ideas on how I can make these more helpful for you guys going forward, and I'll do my best to bring you guys the type of content that's going to be most helpful for you in your business. So that's it for today. Until next time, happy writing.